Hi friends, this is Sarah. Welcome to Crafting and Relaxing. This is an updates video for the weekend. I've been doing these almost every weekend for quite a while, and it just lets you know what's going on in my craft room, just keeping you updated. Maybe there's inspiration here, and I also open Happy Mail during these. So today we have Happy Mail from StampnKat. She's Kathy in Minnesota, and if you remember, she had sent me this. She recently retired from the medical field, so wow. And this was Bow Bunny Beautiful. So this is the paper pad that I've started recently using. This was a card I made with my scraps, and you saw that in my No Paper Left Behind for last month. When she sent this, I was like, oh, it's so pretty. I have to get moving on that paper pad. I don't know what's in here. I definitely do not deserve whatever this is. I cut the end, but I didn't peek. So let's see. This looks like a whole bunch of treasures from Kathy. I wonder if I opened it the wrong. I did. Let's see. Oh my gosh, Kathy. Oh, wow. Okay, my brain is trying to process this. I'm trying to figure this out. It doesn't seem to be the card. Here we go. Oh, this is cool too. So she's got texture on her papers and really, really neat graphics and combined. I never think to use black and white like that. If they put it in the paper pad, I use it, but it looks amazing with the florals. Bringing that in, love it. She says she hopes I had a great girls' weekend. I did, Kathy. We had so much fun. It was a little weird because we were super careful about social distancing, which I guess now we call physical distancing because we don't want to socially distance, whatever. So some of the things that we might have done normally, we didn't do. The interesting thing is we walked more. We walked down the beach. We probably took more steps because we were avoiding the main, tiny beach town sidewalks crowded. We avoided some of the places where we would have stood in really big lines, the bakery and the ice cream shop. Don't worry, we did go to the bakery. So she went through her stuff and she thought of me. She meant to send this earlier, but oh well, retirement is busy, isn't it, Kathy? That's what my friends tell me. And she says, if I can't use it, then hopefully I can give it to someone who can. Love your card, Kathy. That's so neat. Well, I'll just put it right here next to the other one. I just move things around all the time. You just never know. This is just, my brain doesn't understand this. I think this is a textured paper, and then it has ink rubbed across the top of it. I think there's techniques done on it. It's not just, I don't think it was purchased that way. It is very cool. And then the giraffe is on shiny paper. Like, remember Stampin' Up! Used to make that shiny paper and you could stamp on it and get really cool techniques. It's very, very neat. And then, oh, she's just put a bunch of cool blue in here. Look at this. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see as much detail too. Okay, that is neat. Love it. Ooh, this one I kind of don't understand. It's like an oil mark on water or something. Wow, this, I wish you guys could feel this. It feels, you hear it? It feels almost like fabric. Wow, that is wonderful. Woo, this is fancy. It's black and I'm trying to understand. It's almost as if you put like tiny little metal taps on it. That is cool. Oh my gosh. And then a navy with gold, kind of in the same thing. Oh my gosh. Are these, so I wonder if this is cool old stuff out of your stash. Isn't it funny when we go through our houses and see what's in them? We shouldn't probably go to the store. We should just sit down and dig. Oh, these look fun. Almost like I should color them. And they're very thick with a little bit of shine. Oh, these are cute. This would look really nice with this, wouldn't it? These made me think of it. But just the indigo and ivy colors, there's a lot of stuff in here. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is on my list. Maybe not this month, but soon. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. I'm going to talk about random things while I flip through paper. This is neat. It's like a tiny little, you know that crimping machine that you run it through? It's like it went through a tiny, tiny version of that. This is so fun, Kathy. Anyway, I'm not doing one big thing in my craft room this weekend. I am doing a lot of little things, putting stuff away, dealing with loose ends. I had to change the adhesive in my ATG. I know some of you that might be like a 2-second thing, but for me, I have to get out the directions. And then some of you reminded me when I first got it, always remember to put the black thing back on. Yeah, I still forget. I find it on the counter and go, oh, ooh, look at this one. This is so fun, Kathy. It's like all the blue came to my house. Super fun. I have been doing some training with Wilson. He has a vet appointment on Monday morning. That's cool. It has some dimension to it because it has that sparkle, the splatters on it. And he doesn't really get in the car. So we've got him in the car. I'm hoping that we could at least get in the car to come home. We usually walk to the vet. It's about a mile, so we go in the morning. It's kind of a project, and it takes one of us to walk the dog and one of us to drive the car or truck, and sometimes we get to drive home. So we're doing that. He's doing pretty well. I posted some pictures on Instagram. I wonder if this is, what do we call them? Close to my heart? Is that what we call them now? I had this paper in purple, but I never had the blue. Oh my gosh. Super cool. I love this. All these blue patterns. If you have thinner papers in your stash, people, be sure, remember you can make envelopes. You can make gorgeous envelopes with the thinner papers. And thinner paper isn't as trendy now. Years ago, we had a lot more options for it, but it's really nice to make envelopes. Oh my gosh, stars. So fun. Look at that. It's fun to see the old brands too, to see if I remember them. 1997. Ooh, you know I love this one. Look at all this. I hope you left some blue in your house, Kathy. Oh my gosh, I love them. Love them all. Let's flip. These are great sizes for making cards too. I know some of you, if you're scrapbookers, it's harder to share and mail 12 by 12. In fact, I can't believe that she just had 12 by 12 in there and it got here looking that good. I'm always nervous about that. But for card makers, you can, oh, look at those little tiny dots. Those are neat. Those small patterns are so good for card making. Look at all this stuff. Okay, there's a package of something. Oh my gosh, I have this paper, but I only have like a tiny bit of it left. That's so funny. I didn't know I could use it up and it would just magically, oh my gosh, more than one piece show up again. I had this one too. You know I love these. Now, let me see. Oh, they were Provo Craft. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing has been watching the Harry Potter movies, which are kind of scary for me. Ooh, look at these fun patterns. Soft watercolor, 8.5 by 11. Provo Craft. You had quite a stash, didn't you? I just want to pull these out real quick. I mean, I think we know what they look like because the colors are similar. Yeah, these papers have a really nice finish on them too. Oh, look at that. It's nice to have different tones of blue because sometimes you have things in your stash and it's not a real royal, it's a blue-gray. This is so fun, Kathy. Thank you so much. Ooh, these are neat. Look at these. These would be fun in a travel journal. Ooh, super cool. Blackberry jam, red currant jelly. That would be fun in like one of those journals for these are cool papers. Who made these? Secret. It's a secret. She's not telling us. These are really fun. Oh, it's like an old report card paper. So if you have papers like this, you can always cut the pieces out too. Or like this postcard, you can cut it out and sort of turn it into a focal point or ephemera piece for your page. They don't just have to be your backgrounds. So there's a lot of different options with these papers. And she sent me so many sheets that I can use some as backgrounds and some as ephemera. Kathy, that is so cool. Thank you so much for this amazing happy mail. I'm fascinated by the giraffe. I lost it somewhere in here. It'll turn up. Thank you, thank you. So much fun. And again, you guys do not have to send me anything. I do not have a shortage of paper here, so you don't need to like take pity on me, but I do try and share with my other local crafty friends or with kids in our lives or whatever we can if we're not using it. Thank you, Kathy. Mr. Crafting and Relaxing picked up some of the non-machinable surcharge stamps for me. If nothing else, they're super pretty, but I think I can put some bling on a card. I've been so careful during COVID that I haven't been using any of my bling. I've just been leaving it flat. This is just a random card I made with the scraps, but I think you can put at least some enamel dots and some foam mount like she did and not get yourself into trouble with the Postal Service. Then I haven't showed you this journal yet, but we're already running long, so I'll show you in another one. This, I just missed it in my beach updates. It's a travel journal, but super girly feminine colors. It was a 12 by 12 pad, so I have enough of this paper that I could make another one. I don't know if I'm going to or if I'm going to think about it for a while. I like to have variety, right? I don't want to sit down and just make another one of the same thing. I'm working on, I have my little tray going, and Mr. Crafting and Relaxing, I started to tell you, he was watching all the Harry Potter movies, and I am a giant wimp. Like, I read the books. I pretty much know how it's all going to turn out, but it was super stressful for me, so I left the room after a while. But I have these, and I was layering them up and adding glitter and glossy accents to the center of the flowers. And I had some washi tape. It was the remnants of a 12 by 12 kit that I had in my stash. And one of my goals for the year is to use up those 12 by 12 kits. Either decide, yes, I'm going to make scrapbook pages with them, or no, I'll turn them into something else. I haven't decided for sure if I'm going to use these on cards or if I'm going to turn this into a journal, because they're so cute and so inspirational. Choose happy. Every moment matters. Hello. Happiness blooms from within. Choose joy every day. Just be you. It's the little things. Be your own kind of beautiful. It's just a really inspirational set. I think it must be Simple Stories. I've chopped up the stuff so much I can't tell you at this point. But I think it's Simple Stories, and I think it might have been called Bloom. So I don't know if I'm going to make a journal or cards. I have a lot of different stuff started. I'm just trying to use the time where I was unpacking from the beach and getting moved back in to not make one big giant mess. You know, if I start a great big journal or a project, it takes up a lot of room. But this you can set aside and you can move on and work on other stuff. So just kind of using this time to move along. And I have a whole bunch of videos in the queue, actually kind of backed up because I made a bunch before I left and then I got tired of dealing with them, so I never loaded them. So I'm working on rolling some of those out too. Oh, a question I got was, how can you support YouTube channels that you watch? So the number one way that YouTube channels typically get supported is from ad revenue. So letting the ads play. That being said, if I'm watching your channel and an ad for a scary movie comes up, I'm not going to watch it. Okay, I'm going to skip it. I just can't handle it. But I mean, I'll watch the same exact sewing machine commercial over and over or that kind of stuff just to be supportive. The other thing is thumbs up and commenting, because that shows the YouTube system that people like that video and then it will recommend to other people. I think that's a way that you can support. The other thing is, many of us, including me, we have links to Amazon or other places where you can buy products. If you're watching a video and you take that channel's link to a product, they get credit. And I don't know the math at all. I don't even know if it's like a penny. I'm not even sure if I made any last month off of my Amazon store. On a bigger channel, that would add up, right? And then many places there's a discount code, or if a vendor sponsored the video, the link on their video supports that channel. So if you're thinking, oh, I'll go back later, just remember to go back through their channel and support them that way. So those are just ways that you can do it. If you really like a channel, then that's a great thing to do for them. Like you, I'm very curious to see what's in next weekend's updates, because I have a lot of things like this that I'd like to get started on, but I think I'm going to focus more on UFOs, unfinished objects, and things that have been shoved back in the cupboard that are partials. I think I'm going to try and work on some partials this week. Thanks for watching. I hope that you're all taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.